Alright guys, so this is another fanfiction idea, and this one is a little different because it's not a crossover per se. It's more of like a idea for a sequel to a Marvel event. Probably one of my favorite Marvel events, Acts of Vengeance. If you don't know what Acts of Vengeance is basically an event where it was pretty simple. It was pretty goddamn simple. Where like Loki, Red Skull, Kingpin, Doctor Doom all got together and were like, you know what? Why don't we just switch our heroes? Like, why don't we just you go fight him, I'll go fight him. That's the event. That was the event on a whole. Was we're gonna switch each other's villains. So in here, it's gonna be a little different because in here this is a sequel to that called Acts of Vengeance 2. So this is an event set in the current Marvel universe, and so for this event, basically someone has put together all the villains, like basically gathered all the villains together, and is basically like, all right, listen, I think I have figured out an algorithm to figure out which villains can stop which heroes. It's more like I think, it's more like I know, and I've run the algorithm thousands of times, and I figured out the perfect villains to take on, the perfect people to take on each of our respective heroes. And I'm going to send these things out, and if we want to do this, we all got to work together here. So we got to, do this on our, we have to do this our way. So and by our way, I mean my way. So the villain behind this, I'm going to reveal later, but it is going to be a guy you least expect. So the person has basically run algorithms and sends out different villains out to take on different heroes based on that person's research. So among those, it's more or less like what villains do we pick to take on which heroes, and it's easy. So first off, the first big salvo is Krakoa falls under siege. By who? Ultron. Ultron is laying siege has been tasked with taking on the X-Men. And he's not doing it alone because he's using something really scary. He's making Ultron-created Sentinels and mixed with Phalanx technology. Like, he's merged with Phalanx technology. He's now like a Phalanx Ultron mix, and he has Sentinels made of pure vibranium and Stark tech that he's stolen. So yeah, Ultron takes on the X-Men, which I'm like, that why haven't we ever gotten that? So Ultron is unleashed on Krakoa, and yeah, so the X-Men have to deal with Ultron. Then you have as for other characters, the Avengers have to be like split up. Like for this algorithm to work, like the Avengers can't fight on a united force. This has to be like villains attacking different areas. So for another person, like Captain America is called away on a mission, and Captain America's opponent is Dr. Octopus. Yeah, so Dr. Octopus is the one to take on Captain America. You have Thor, who is his opponent is the Abomination. So and Thor's like, I have fought the Hulk, dude, and he's beaten you. Like, I have fought and bested the Hulk. You are just another Hulk. And Abomination goes, bitch, you do not know me at all. If that's how you here's the thing, Odin's son. You have fought the Hulk, yes, and you have beaten the Hulk in fights before, but you've never fought me. And there's a reason Hulk fears fighting me. So him and Abomination throw down. Then you have other characters who, like Iron Man. Iron Man's opponent is Iron Man's opponent is Mr. Sinister. Yeah, so Mr. Sinister takes on Iron Man, and he's like, you have no idea what you're getting yourself into, Stark. I deal with clones. I deal with the genetic we're both like, it's kind of funny because the guy, the analyst, as he's being referred to, the analyst said that like I was like gonna fight you. And I was like, why? And it's kind of makes sense. You're a a master of you're an artist of the machine. You are the futurist. Well, I'm kind of a futurist too, but I deal with meat and flesh. Let me show you. So he just unleashes like Iron Man mutating clones on him. So Iron Man and Mr. Sinister take on each other. Then you have Moon Knight. And Moon Knight's opponent is like... And everyone's like, well, who are you going to get Moon Knight? Because Moon Knight's so... Even Taskmaster brings up, if it's me, I'm just going to kill myself. Like, if it's me, I cannot fight Moon Knight. And the analyst goes, don't worry, we found someone who could stand up to his level of insanity. And it's someone with a level of cruelty that matches Moon Knight. And that person is Bullseye. So Bullseye is sent to go take out Moon Knight. And I'm like, why are we... I don't know if we've ever gotten a Bullseye versus Moon Knight fight, but that's something we desperately need. Then we have... as for another, we have Black Panther. And Black Panther's opponent is Apocalypse. Yeah. Apocalypse arrives... And and Apocalypse is like, I got forced into this. Like, he admits that, like, I should be on Krakoa battling Ultron, but they roped me into this. Like, I can't, like, my apologies, but on the other hand, you're human, so I'm not gonna feel too bad. So Apocalypse takes on Black Panther. Then you have Spider-Man. Now, you're probably wondering, like, who is Spider-Man's, like, perfect opponent? Well, Spider-Man's perfect opponent, and Spider-Man's, like, thinking, I have fought everyone in the Marvel Universe. Like, I have taken on some of the most dangerous people in the Marvel Universe. Like, I've come out on top. Like, who could really, like, I battle and not, like, be, oh shit, how do I stop them? And... it's at that moment he's thinking to himself, like, I could take on anybody. Like, I could just take on literally anyone, because I fought literally everyone in the Marvel Universe. I've fought everyone in the fucking universe, so who could stop me? Yeah. The person sent to deal with Spider-Man the person sent to fight Spider-Man is I'm laughing because, like, people are like, oh shit, because the person sent after Spider-Man is Deadpool. Yeah, Deadpool is sent after Spider-Man. So, yeah, Deadpool gets, like... yeah, Deadpool's villain at this point in the Marvel Universe, so, yeah, Deadpool is sent after Spider-Man. Then we have, as for others, Doctor Strange. For Doctor Strange's opponent, his opponent is actually Kang the Conqueror. So, yeah, Kang the Conqueror is roped into this, and he's just like, I just jumped in because I want to get rid of you people, and I will work with the analyst. So Kang and Doctor Strange fight. You have Kamala, who is attacked by Sabretooth. Like, Sabretooth is her opponent. Then we have the Fantastic Four, and their opponent is the leader. Then you have Thor. Oh yeah, like I said, Thor was, and for She-Hulk, She-Hulk's enemy for hers is for her battle, it's Kraven the Hunter, and She-Hulk's like, are you fucking Kraven? Like, he knows I'm a Hulk, right? Like, I can take him. And Kraven's like, I know. But I've always wanted to fight a Hulk. Pity I won't be fighting your cousin. So She-Hulk and Kraven take each other on. Then you have Hulk himself, Hulk, his opponent is Mangog. If you know your deep Thor, your Thor lore, then you know Mangog is like the Doomsday of the Marvel, is like Thor's equivalent to Doomsday. So Mangog is sent to battle Thor. Then you have so many other characters throughout, and eventually, like, it does become clear that the Avengers are being attacked on a visceral level, and eventually it's revealed who the Analyst is. And the Analyst is MODOK. Yeah, MODOK is our big villain of this story. MODOK is the Analyst. And everyone was like, MODOK? Really? MODOK is the big villain. So yeah, MODOK is the one who orchestrated everything, and actually, he basically said, every time, you see, I don't really relegate myself to being a single villain. Like, I've always battled all of you. But none of you realized that I had a long-term goal, and I had been compiling data. That's what I do, dumbasses, is compile data. No matter what form I took or how many bodies I went through, I had been compiling data on all of you since day fucking one. So I had been analyzing, I had been testing in my head and running simulations over and over again, no matter who got stronger, who got weaker, what new players are in the universe. I always ran simulations on everything, and I analyzed it perfectly. So, yeah, that's who it is the guy behind it all is MODOK. Because, yeah, MODOK's awesome, and literally no one would suspect MODOK. Like, that's, like, and I always love MODOK as a villain, so I was like, yeah, let's have a event where MODOK is revealed to be the big villain. Like, he's the guy behind it all. So there you go. So you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of Acts of Vengeance 2? Do you guys like it, hate it, and what villain hero combinations in the Marvel Universe? Not crossover, but like in the Marvel Universe, what hero and villain fight would you like to see in this type of event? Just comment below, let me know. Once again, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.